What's up, carnivores? Today we're making some bacon wrapped dove and we're smoking it. It's gonna be so good. How do I know? I don't. I've never done it this way before. Typically I cook them on the grill or they get fried or something like that. But this year I'm making some smoked bacon wrapped jalapeno cream cheese, cheddar cheese, barbecue seasoning, possibly coated in rib candy, pepper jelly, dove. I don't think all of that was probably not in the description of this video. Probably just said bacon wrapped dove or smoked bacon wrapped dove. But it's gonna be so good. Let's go ahead, get this process started. All right, so I had a decent hunt the other day. Decent, got about 12 of these things. Pretty good hunt. I was over at a friend of mine's house and a few hundred acres at least over there. And so what I'm about to do is I'm about to find the bone in these doves and just sort of work my way down that breastbone all the way down, just like that on both sides. It's a simple process. Make sure you got you a nice sharp knife. And then I'm just gonna be working my finger down the bone to remove the rest of that breast meat. It's very tender meat, so it's very easy to do. And you can really do the whole process without the use of the knife, but I want to make sure we get most of that meat, because there's not a lot of it, get all of it, so it kind of is nice and clean looking just like that. We're going to go ahead and get all these cleaned up, and then we're going to get into the process of creating these smoked bacon wrapped doves. Now you probably know this, but if you hunted for your dove and you've never done a dove before, you want to find the ones where your pellets went into the breast and sort of feel around a little bit to see if you can find a pellet. Because if you find those things with your teeth, it's not something that you'll ever forget. You don't realize how hard those things are, especially if you've got steel shot, until you have got the level of jaw strength going on that you use when you're eating something that's really delicious and you bite down into a piece of metal. So make sure you feel around on these breasts a little bit. Make sure that if there's any pellets or anything in there, you feel those out and get them out of there. I have yet to feel any in any of these, but if I come across one, I'll show y'all what it looks like. But that's all done. Let's get on to phase two. Some of you might be watching this and thinking, well, Zach, I don't necessarily go dove hunting. How does this recipe help me? Well, keep in mind, you can replace the dove meat with a chicken tender or half a chicken tender to stay kind of in similar size and proportion, and it's gonna be on it, doggone it. You can trust me on that. Let's get back to how to prepare these doves, but you can prepare chicken tenders the exact same way. So we're gonna go ahead and get our cheese mixture together. We're gonna be making these similar to like a jalapeno papa. You can't go wrong on just about anything that you add cream cheese, bacon, jalapeno, and barbecue seasoning to. Honestly, you just make that and it's called a cheese log, and you're winning. Add bacon and dove and whatever, and you're definitely winning, right? We got a block of cream cheese in there, about a cup of shredded cheddar, whatever's left in this bag, since I just touched it with my dirty raw dove meat hands. It's all going in there, that's for sure. Unveil the right hand. This is my strong hand. And we're going to be going in with just a little bit of barbecue rub. This is Malcolm Reed's barbecue rub. You can use whatever barbecue rub you like. Just maybe a tablespoon of it. Just mix it in there, and then we're going to mix it up. All right, now that we've got that all nice and consistently mixed up. All right, so all I'm gonna do on these breasts is I'm gonna hit them up with a little bit of Craig's all-purpose seasoning. You can use whatever all-purpose seasoning you like, or maybe just a little salt, pepper. I'm not gonna go real heavy. These are smaller cuts of meat, and so you don't wanna overpower the flavor of the breast, which Dove does have a nice, beautiful, dense, deep, dark meat type of a flavor. If you've never had it, you should see what you can do about getting your hands on some. If you've had it, you know what I'm talking about. It is a treat to eat. Poet didn't know it, make rhyme every time. Last prep step that I've got to do is just cut up a few of these jalapenos. We're going to be using this on some of these, not all of these, because I'm going to be feeding these to my baby girls, and they are not about that spicy life. I am not taking the seeds out of these or nothing. And if you're wondering, where did he get those little bitty jalapenos? Well, I'll tell y'all what we did. We had a pot and put some raised bed soil in it and just put a couple jalapeno plants in there, and we have been having jalapenos all summer long. Like, if y'all hadn't done that, do it. It's a great way to keep jalapenos, and it's fun to watch them grow. All right, so I don't think I'm gonna need this last jalapeno. I think that's gonna be enough. Another thing about the jalapenos that you grow on your own, they usually come out with a bit more of a kick than those jalapeno-shaped bell peppers that they've got at the grocery store. So the method I'm gonna be using today is I'm gonna be taking a breast, halved, and we're gonna be taking that and getting a little bit of the cream cheese and just sort of dolloping it on there. Maybe like a teaspoon. It's just mashing a couple jalapeno pieces in there, something like that. Placing the other breast in there so that we've got like this little cream cheese jalapeno raw Dove meat sandwich. I would not advise taking a bite. And I'm thinking I'm probably going to be using a whole piece of bacon. Dogs in my neighborhood, or I think there might be some puppies missing somewhere, because it sounds like our dogs are doing the all dog call. If y'all ever seen 101 Dalmatians, you know what that's about. Get out our trusty grill pins here and just pin it just like that. Now tell me, that isn't that just adorable? And there's our first one right there, ready to rock and roll. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to mark these, the ones that have the jalapenos and the one that don't. Yeah, I think that's pretty much gonna be the process, is we're gonna go a little bit of cream cheese, one strip of bacon. That wraps all the way around like this, grill pin. So if you're using chicken tenders, you can use however much you want. Yeah, let's go ahead, get the rest of these wrapped up, ready to rock and roll. All right, so we've got 6 of them with jalapenos in them, and we're gonna do 6 of them without the jalapenos in them. All right, so we lost a little bit of the footage of me wrapping the Dove that does not have jalapenos in them, but the ones that don't have jalapeno are here with the colored grill pins, whereas the ones that are the stainless steel, baby, those are for me and mama. Those are the ones that's got a little jalapeno in them, and it's gonna be mucho delicioso. Let's go ahead and get some seasoning on these, get them in the smoker. We're just gonna be dusting these with a little bit of the barbecue rub, the same stuff we put into the cream cheese on the top. This is gonna give our bacon some great color and a little kick of sweet heat, and ain't nobody gonna be mad about that. Y'all know I use this stuff right here a lot because it's one of my favorite seasonings, and I can't imagine it's gonna do anything bad to these Dove. But first time using it, first time doing this recipe, we'll see how it goes. So let's go ahead, get these into the smoker. We're running our smoker today at 375 degrees. The reason I'm doing it hot is because I want the heat to have to go through that bacon before it gets to that Dove meat, so that it cooks the bacon fast before the Dove meat dries out. So we're gonna see how that works out. That Dove meat can only get so dry because it's got all that cream cheese and bacon wrapped around it, so there's that. Get all the spicy meatballs in the middle. I know my girls are probably gonna look at these and immediately draw a hard line in the sand of a no. Gonna make some without jalapenos for them anyway. Who knows? It might be their new favorite thing. All right, so those are in there. We'll be using the Thermopin 1 to check those here in a little while once the bacon starts looking right, because let's be honest, it don't matter where that dove meat's at, I'm not pulling them to the bacon. It's just right. So we'll check back on them here in just a little while, see how they look. Let's go ahead, have a look at them, see how they're coming along. They're cooking really fast at 375. They look like they're just about done, especially the ones over here in the middle. Let's check one of these over here. So they're just about ready. Next time I make these, I'm probably gonna cook at about 300 to see if the bacon will render and cook down before the dove gets too hot. So I know that they're still gonna taste good, and that cream cheese and the bacon's gonna keep that dove meat moist. It's a small cut of meat anyway, so as long as it's moist and flavorful, that's really all that matters. It's all about the finished product though. So we're gonna get most of these off that look really done. There's a couple that I'm gonna give a few more minutes on the bacon, get them off, and then in a minute, we'll cut into them, see what's up. So these ones that the bacon looks right, I'm gonna go ahead and pull and let those start cooling. We're gonna leave a couple of them on there because I'm gonna put some of that pepper jelly on them. That leaves us 2 of the jalapenos and 2 of the just cream cheese on there. We're gonna move these over here to the center because it's a little hotter right here. We're gonna let these come over here and rest. Tell me that don't look good. And we're gonna go on with a little bit of the pepper jelly on these. Just a little squirty, 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 squirt. Glaze those babies. Give those just a second to set. And we'll be back. So I love the shine that these have on them. We'll see if that stuff affected the flavor very much. I know that it put a nice sweetness on them. If y'all haven't tried some of that stuff, you need to get you some. That's from Texas Pepper Jelly. Craig's makes it. Y'all have seen me use Craig's seasonings in a lot of videos. We used their all-purpose seasoning in this particular video. If y'all are interested in trying something new and good, try that right there out. I've got all their flavors and they're all really good. This is the Peachy Peach Habanero. And so these are all smoking hot still. We'll be back in just a minute. Cut one open, try it out, see how it tastes. All right, well, I don't know if they're gonna be good, but by God, they look good. Let's have a look. I'm talking about looking fine. I will say this, that the breast meat did get too hot. It did get too hot before the bacon got the look that I was wanting. Y'all let me know. Would you have went 300, 325? I don't think I would have went below 300. But if the breast meat is still flavorful and delicious, who cares? Who cares? It's like dark chicken meat. And I can take dark chicken meat up to like 190, 198. 200 even before it starts to become a little too dry. And so none of this got above 200, but it was all at that 190, 200 mark. And so let's just hope I hit the nail on the head. Let's see. All right, so first of all, I want to try the jalapeno cheesy bacon dove breast here. Let's go ahead and cut into it. Get our grill pin out of there. Worked like a charm, held everything in place. Let's get a center cut here. It's still nice and squishy, I can tell you that. So it does not look dry. Got a little moisture in there. Cheese is still hanging in there. Got the jalapeno, got the bacon. My mouth is so full of drool right now. It's ridiculous. I'm so hungry. Oh yeah. Y'all. All right, mouse that. See the drool? It's sprayed. You know it's good when you talking and drool is spraying out of your mouth. That is awesome. The flavor and the texture of the dove meat, smoked, needed that bacon. It needed that cheese. Dude, those raw jalapenos, just right. That's spot on. That's awesome sauce right there. Let's try one of these that doesn't have the jalapeno with the pepper jelly on it to see if it was a good addition or not. It's a thing of beauty, baby. A thing of beauty. Definitely didn't hurt it. I won't say it's better or worse. You know, these were really hot when we put that on there. So I think a lot of it ran off, so I'm not picking up on a whole lot of it, to be honest with you. It's just really good. What we can do is we can get one of these and just go straight on with some of the pepper jelly and see if it'll be like a good something to coat it in. You know, like you put ketchup on French fries, like a good condiment. Lots of bacon, lots of cheese, a little bit of Dove. That's what this is all about. Going with a little bit of that peachy peach habanero, baby. Yep. Yep. If you don't have any of the pepper jelly, it's all good. This is delicious. If you don't have Dove, use chicken. It's going to be good. I can promise you that much. Guys, this was a fun cook. Never done this cook before. Like I said, next time I may not go 375. I may go 325. Got to go out and shoot some more birds. Had a lot of fun killing these with my family the other day. My girls helped. They were like my little kid bird dogs. They were running out in the field and getting the birds for me. Thanks for watching. Y'all come over to American Smoked Carnivores on Facebook. We just hit 1,000 members in the group. That's 1,000 carnivores. Watch out now. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel. Smoke on. And I'll see y'all in the next video.